Hello, welcome back to Just Smell Better, the best fragrance channel in the world. I own about 100 bottles of cologne, and here are the 10 best for getting compliments. We all care about getting compliments, whether you admit it or not, and these 10 are some of the best of the best. They either gotten me real life compliments or they smell so mass appealing that without a doubt they'll give you at some point in your life before you run out of the bottle a compliment or two. I always start these videos with a warning. You're not going to get compliments from random people. That is usually weird, and so you get compliments mostly from people you already know or that you're talking to. So make sure you're social, make sure you take care of yourself appearance wise and health wise, so that not only you smell good, you also look good and are approachable enough for people to bring a compliment to you. So the first one that I'm gonna have to talk about is one of my newest niche fragrances. This is Xerjoff Naxos. Such a beautiful fragrance, man. I can't believe I've been missing out on this masterpiece, and I don't use that word lightly. Straight up a 10 out of 10 fragrance. It's a honey tobacco, kind of sweet cinnamon, but also a little bit fresh scent. It has some lavender in there, which makes it just like a clean, freshy, but it has that sexy gourmand aspect that just attracts all the compliments. I've actually only gotten a chance to wear this cologne once, and it was during poker night with the boys, where I lost a lot of money. So not my best night, but at least I was smelling good while losing my hard-earned money. But now that I'm thinking about it, my 1.5-year anniversary with my girl is coming up, and we're gonna dress up and go to downtown, a fancy restaurant and all that stuff. So I might have to pull this one out during that date, and we'll see how my girl reacts. I have a feeling she's gonna absolutely love it, especially since I'm gonna be dressed up. I'm gonna smell masculine like tobacco, but also have that sexy honey smell. So I can't wait to pull this one out. 10 out of 10 top tier compliment getter for sure. I gotta get this one out of the way, man. This is Abercrombie and Fitch Fierce. You guys already know this is one of my best colognes of all time, especially for a cheapie, for an oldie, for only $50. This is the best cologne for compliments, period. Why is that? I don't know. I don't know. It smells musky, smells woody, smells like ambroxan, and it honestly just feels like you're projecting your natural aroma, your nice natural masculine smell. This one is perfect for the gym because it feels like you're sweating and your sweat smells nice. I don't know, that sounds weird, but trust me, it works. This is one of the first colognes that actually got me a compliment. So back in my single era, I was talking to this one girl, and we met up in the gym for the first time. I went for the hug like you always should. You gotta be a gentleman. And she leaned to her friend after I pulled away from the hug, and she was like, damn, he smells good too. And those words just stuck in my mind because it made me realize that not only was it important to look good, she also cared a lot that I smelled good too. Abercrombie and Fitch Fierce, or I can also recommend Parfums de Marly Percival. Similar DNA, but a little bit different and a lot more expensive. Next up, I gotta give it to YSL Y EDP Parfum Intense. This has to be like in the list no matter what, man. This is my girl's favorite cologne, and so I take that into consideration like a lot. I mean, what else am I gonna be wearing cologne for other than to impress my girl? And this is her favorite one, along with Percival. It just smells so good, even though it is like a typical blue freshie. It has this sweetness in there that just makes it so sexy. Sometimes the classic manly freshy smell is gonna do better than like the special ones like Naxos, even though I love it so much. Sometimes the safest one just works perfectly. Like, this is extremely safe, and so if you make it your signature scent during school, during work, or maybe even for the gym, then I can guarantee you it is pretty safe to say at least one person is going to be thinking that you smell good. And so now all you got to do is become friends with them, become social, and I guarantee you a compliment is on the way. In my opinion, the best smelling YSL and the best smelling among Bleu de Chanel and Dior Sauvage. So this one is my personal favorite one, and so I gotta put it in this video, man. It lands me so many compliments from my girl. Next up, I gotta give it to Dior Homme Sport 2021. Oh man, this one just smells masculine. It smells masculine and spicy, and I want to get a point across. Sometimes, like, I don't get all of this hype in the train wagon for smelling like a vanilla cupcake. You can call me a hater all you want. Yes, I am a hater. And for some reason, when we think about date night scents, most guys think about smelling, you know, like sweet and gourmand, like a Stronger With You or a Naxos or a Grand Soir, when in reality, girls usually prefer a fresher scent on a man rather than like a sweet one. And it just makes sense, you know, sometimes girls just want men to smell like men, and Dior Homme Sport does that perfectly because it is just fresh spices. It makes you smell grown up, sophisticated, or professional. So whether you're on a job interview and you want to impress the higher ups, or if you want to impress your feminine lady, take charge, take the lead, and just feel like the man, Dior Homme Sport is one of the best ones to do it. This one's my go-to for special events or for church, and so this is one of the masculine DNAs that is still mass appealing enough to get compliments, unlike most of, you know, those traditional masculine smells like Ombre Leather by Tom Ford or any random oud fragrance that smells like trash. Man, this is a safe and mass appealing masculine DNA. Next up, I gotta give it to Azzaro, the Most Wanted Parfum. Man, I can't wait to wear this one back in fall. It is almost September, yeah, which means we are getting close to hoodie season, to unfortunately our girls stealing our hoodies away from us. Man, how many hoodies am I gonna lose this fall? Like, forget about women rights. What about men hoodie rights? Something like that. We need to start a movement. The point is, Azzaro, the Most Wanted Parfum, smells so sexy. It is literally just like vanilla and a little bit of like booziness, which makes it dark and masculine. So this is a sweet vanilla smell that does not smell feminine at all. So a little bit similar to Stronger With You, which is still pretty masculine. If I'm gonna wear a vanilla cologne, I want it to smell like this, where it is still fresh enough and masculine enough for me to pull out and not be smelling like the girl in the relationship. This is a beautiful smell, and like I was saying, this is the type of cologne that you spray on your hoodie and you never see it again. You never see that hoodie again because she is cuddling with it, she is sleeping with it, and the smell reminds her of you, which is a pretty cute thing if you want to think about it like that. Because this cologne is the type of cologne that just lingers on her mind, and it makes you be on her mind 24/7 because it is that damn good. Azzaro, the Most Wanted Parfum. At least a few compliments before you run out of the entire bottle. Let's just get this one out of the way because you guys are gonna hate me for it. Versace Eros, the best one for compliments. I've been representing this one since day one, and I'm not gonna turn my back on it because this is the best cologne, along with Abercrombie and Fitch Fierce, if you want compliments from women. This scent just works on girls. It just works. It smells so sexy and alluring. If you're gonna have a girl over, you spray this one on your room and on yourself, obviously, and it just works. It gets the job done. There's a reason why back in the day this was the best clubbing fragrance, and so if you're a young guy who wants attention from women, this is one of your best options. Don't believe all the hate that is on the internet. This is not outdated. It doesn't smell like trash, and you're not gonna smell like every other guy because at this point, every other guy thinks this is being used by every other guy. So not a lot of people are buying it anymore, and you can take advantage and be the best smelling guy out there. Next, I gotta give it to my brand new Amouage Reflection Man. This scent blew me away. When I did my first impressions, I was actually speechless for like a few minutes because it smells like a way better version of Prada L'Homme, which that one used to be on my top 10 compliment getter list. This cologne smells extremely floral and just clean and smooth. So this one is a little bit of a different style compared to like the sweet honey cologne, the gourmands, the freshies. It smells clean, sophisticated, and still a little bit spicy, just extremely smooth. Feels like you just buried yourself in a bunch of petals, flower petals. I don't know what type of florals this has because I'm not an expert on that, but the point is, it smells like the cleanest cologne you're ever going to smell. It smells like they just got out of the shower and they cleaned every single inch of their body. That is how clean Amouage Reflection Man smells like. Not feminine at all. I think this is still like spicy enough to make it a masculine smell for men. If you're gonna make it this expensive, at least do what Prada L'Homme does, but even better, and that is what it does. It perfects the clean, powdery iris smell just amazing. Next up, I gotta give it to Khadlaj Island. This is still the best cheapie for compliments, or maybe I got one more, but this one is one of the best cheapies for compliments. It's a tropical pina colada smell, and even though it's a little bit harsh and synthetic, this is one of the few synthetic harsh smells that I actually enjoy a lot, especially taking it to the gym. I feel so confident wearing this one. I know it's a little bit weird and it shouldn't work in the gym, but again, it makes me feel like I'm a walking sweet pina colada, and I don't know why it works. I don't know why it works. I get the biggest pumps. I have a lot of energy because I know I smell damn good. One of my favorite tropical smells, one of my favorite colognes, probably my favorite cologne in my collection. And this is just a big compliment getter. Again, my girl absolutely loved it. I don't remember where we went, but it was hot that day. And I sprayed like around 4 sprays of Kalotinis Island. And she asked me what was I wearing because it smelled so good. And the answer was Kalotinis Island for only $26, I believe. So one of the best cheapies to get compliments. The other amazing cheapie to get compliments, you guys are probably not gonna like it, but it's Club de Nuit Intense Man. This one has stood the test of time for so long, and I know a lot of people hate it because they say it has a harsh opening. But that opening, surprisingly, my girl liked it. I took it out to a date on a rainy day because I don't know why I find it performs the best on rainy days. And we were in the car. Imagine that, like we were in the car in a closed space. And so you would think the harsh notes would smell extra harsh, but she liked it, which brings me back to the point where sometimes girls just want you to smell like a man. Club de Nuit Intense Man smells like a smoky, citrusy, masculine smell. One of my best compliment getters of all time. It worked wonders when I would take it to the gym like 3 years ago. So I respect the man. It has to be on this list because even though people don't like it, a lot of people do like it, especially when you don't smell it from the bottle, you smell it on other people, on some skin. And so sometimes it's the projection, like the little scent bubble, that gets you the compliments. And the final one at number 10, this is my new Bond number 9, New Haarlem. What can I say, man? Even though I like to smell masculine, this makes the gourmand DNA and it perfects it because it adds a beautiful coffee note. I've been struggling to find a coffee fragrance, and I do love my coffee. I love the way it smells, but the coffee colognes that I've been picking up are fucking Latafa Cambra Kawa and Halloween Man X. Both of them are synthetic messes, absolute trash, but this one just perfects the beautiful like roasted black coffee smell, but it also adds a twist by adding some like vanilla cinnamon smell, which makes it more of a tiramisu. Smells like a perfect October morning, eating your tiramisu while drinking a Starbucks coffee. That is the vibe that I get from this one. And so, like I said, even though most of the time I want to smell like a man, other times, if I want to smell like a dessert, I want to smell like a coffee dessert, and Bond number 9, New Haarlem, does that perfectly. I bet my girl is gonna absolutely love this one because it just smells so damn sweet and so damn sexy that I know she's not gonna resist. I know she's not gonna help it, man. This is gonna be a huge compliment getter for the fall and winter. So these are the ones I would choose if I wanted to get a compliment, especially from my girl. So thank you for watching. You can sample all of these colognes and more on my sampling website. The link is in the description. Thank you for watching. Just smell better.